Ramayana of Valmiki. The Balakanda. Sarga 1. Valmiki, the ascetic, questioned the eloquent Narada, bull among sages, always devoted to asceticism and study of the sacred texts. Is there a man in the world today who is truly virtuous? Who is there who is mighty and yet knows both what is right and how to act upon it? Who always speaks the truth and holds firmly to his vows? Who exemplifies proper conduct and is benevolent to all creatures? Who is learned, capable, and a pleasure to behold? Who is self-controlled, having subdued his anger? Who is both judicious and free from envy? Who, when his fury is aroused in battle, is feared even by the gods? This is what I want to hear, for my desire to know is very strong. Great seer, you must know of such a man. When Narada, who is familiar with all the three worlds, heard Valmiki's words, he was delighted. "Listen," he replied, and spoke these words. "The many virtues you have named are hard to find. Let me think a moment, sage, before I speak. Hear now of a man who has them all. His name is Rama, and he was born in the house of Ixvaku. All men know of him, for he is self-controlled, mighty, radiant, steadfast, and masterful. He is wise and grounded in proper conduct. Eloquent and majestic, he annihilates his enemies. His shoulders are broad and his arms mighty. His neck is like a conch shell and his jaws are powerful. His chest is vast, and a subduer of his enemies, he wields a huge bow. His collarbone is set deep inside muscle. His arms reach down to his knees, and his head is finely made. His brow is noble, and his gait full of grace. His proportions are perfect, and his limbs well formed and symmetrical. Dark is his complexion, and he is valorous. His chest is fully fleshed. He has large eyes. He is splendid and marked with all auspicious signs. He knows the ways of righteousness and is always true to his word. The welfare of his subjects is his constant concern. He is renowned, learned, pure, disciplined, and contemplative. He is the protector of all living things and the guardian of righteousness. Versed in the essence of the Vedas and their ancillary sciences, he is expert in the science of arms. He is versed in the essence of every sastra, learned in traditional lore, and highly intelligent. All the people love him, for he is good, cheerful, and clever. He is the constant resort of good men, as is the ocean of rivers, for he is noble and equable in all circumstances, and always a pleasure to behold. The delight of his mother, Kausalya, he is gifted with every virtue, for he is as deep as the ocean and as unyielding as the Himalayas. He is as mighty as Vishnu, but as pleasant to behold as the moon. In his wrath he resembles the fire at the end of time, yet he rivals the earth in forbearance. In charity he is the equal of Kubera, giver of wealth, and in truthfulness like a second Dharma, the god of righteousness. Moved by affection for him, Dasartha, lord of the earth, wished to appoint this Rama, his beloved eldest son, as Prince Regent. For he was truly valorous, possessed all these virtues, and was gifted with other excellent virtues. Seeing the preparations for the consecration, the king's wife, Queen Kayeki, who had long before been granted a boon, now asked for it. She demanded that Rama be exiled, and that Bharata becomes consecrated in his place. Because he was a man true to his word, King Dasaratha was caught in the snare of his own righteousness and had to exile his dear son Rama. Keeping the promise, the hero entered the forest because of the command implicit in a father's word, and in order to please Kayakyi. Out of love for him, his beloved and obedient brother, Lakshmana, the delight of Sumitra, followed him as he set forth, and his wife Sita, the best of women, possessed of every grace, followed Rama, as Rohini does the hair-marked moon.